Hi guys. All right. So today we are going to be allocating our tax return, which is pretty exciting. I was hoping it would come this quick, but I wasn't sure with everything going on, government-wise. So we got back just a little over $2,000 this year. I made it an even 2,000 for the sake of the envelopes and the video, of course. I think it was 2160 or something, 2162, something like that. So the 162 I'm leaving in our checking account to act as a buffer, or to help us build a little bit of a buffer. So what I decided I'm going to do, we have a couple big bills, I guess you could say, coming up here shortly. And those are the car insurance renewal is coming in June, and that's usually about $750. I might go ahead and see if I'm definitely going to go ahead and see if I can get that lowered, especially because really right now my husband is the only one maintaining, I guess, normal mileage, whereas I am working from home, and I have been for some time, but I'd still go in, once or twice a week, but not anymore. So really all I'm doing is grabbing groceries here and there, but way less mileage. So I'm hoping that will actually benefit our car insurance renewal. The other thing coming up is both of my daughters' birthdays are in the same week, in May. And then of course we have Easter, everything like that. So I'm actually going to be allocating all of the tax return to our sinking funds, with the exception of about $40. So you'll see that here in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead, get this started so I can keep track as well. Let me move this out of the way real quick and bring you in. So, like I said, we're going to go ahead and just do an even 2,000. And my husband and I are both going to have $20 out of that whole amount just for whatever, just to add to our allowance, or so we're both gonna get 20. So I'm gonna go ahead, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write in the sinking funds. So I'm going to do gifts. This is a little out of order from what I normally do, but insurance. And this way, both these envelopes are basically filled now. Car stickers, or car tags, depending on where you live. Christmas. Now, I went ahead and separated out Christmas from gifts now. The more I thought about it, I watched some others, here on YouTube, and I figured I probably should separate those two out, if nothing else, just to kind of prevent myself from going a bit nuts on gifts for other things. I love giving gifts. I don't know if it's my love language or what, but giving gifts is something that just brings me so much joy, and I tend to go overboard sometimes. So in order to prevent that, I went ahead and separated those out. I'm going to go ahead and put house maintenance, car maintenance, clothing, fun, the girls, and then I went ahead and I'm going to start that pets envelope. That's the other thing. I was going back through some of the records, trying to figure out when both my cat and my dog's annual stuff is coming up, and I think it is in June. I know we were a little late taking them this past year because they were still trying to figure out some of their protocols with everything going on. So I'm pretty sure it's June, but I'm going to be calling them here shortly just to double check. So I am going to go ahead and put 300 for gifts. I'm going to do 560 for insurance, that's the car insurance, and that 560 with what we already have in that envelope should bring us to that 750 or right there about. Car stickers, I'm going to do 100. Christmas, I'm going to do 100. House maintenance, car maintenance, clothing, fun, and girls are all getting 100. And what's really nice about this is going to put us, you know, doing it this way is going to put us ahead in some of these categories. So, for instance, our car stickers renew in both November and December. So what's nice is if we're ahead on these, then if I need a little extra to go towards Christmas, I'll have already put in enough throughout the year, you know, that we should have a gap between when we'd actually need it. And so I can allocate, you know, what I would normally put in there later on in the year towards something else if we find we need to. And then pets is getting 200. So that is how we're allocating everything. So now the fun part. And I even made a Christmas envelope today because, you know me, any excuse to make or use a laminator, I'm going to take. So, get our little guy out here. Okay, and I'm going to show you that envelope because I'm so excited about it. I love gnomes. Well, here's what's funny. Lawn gnomes scare the crap out of me. But the little gnome guys that are all over the place now that everyone, you know, I love these things. They're so cute. I don't know if you can see that with the glare, but oh my gosh. Okay, so we are going to, I already gave my husband his 20, so I'm going to go ahead and set mine to the side. Now for, let's see here, I've got my little notes over here. Let's see how I want to divvy this up, which bills and whatnot. And if you've never seen these forms before, this is from the Budget Mom, and she's here on YouTube. And I purchased the printable version of her workbook last year. So if you go looking for this, you're gonna see more of like a teal type color. But I love the printable version because I can keep printing these forever, you know. So, and then I punch them and I stick them in a big happy planner. But I mean, you could put them in anything. If you've got a 3-ring binder, do that. If you have an old folder laying around, stick them in there. But it's nice because you can print them as many times as you want, and you're basically buying it once. And then she does have a bound version as well. So they do sell out pretty quickly, the bound versions. So at this point in time, I don't know if they are still available, but I know the printables are usually always available. So, all right, I'm going to set that over here. I'm going to put this off to the side just so I can hopefully do this correctly. Okay, so going into the sinking fund. So that's this whole area here. So I'm going to get my marker. Give me 1 second here. All right. So let's see. First up, we are going to do gifts, and that is getting 300. So I'm going to go ahead and take out $300 bills. 1, 2, 3. And also, I love how now money looks like play money. It almost looks like Monopoly money. It cracks me up. All right, so gifts is getting 300. And we should have, I don't know why I was putting it in there already. So we have 97 in there right now. And then we are adding 300. And let me just tell you, I've never been so nervous to walk out of a bank in my life carrying $2,000 in cash. It was like, I don't run for any reason, but I was walking really quickly. So, okay, so now this says Christmas on it because I haven't yet made a new one for the gifts envelope, so whatever. We know what it's for. So 397. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, and I have the other dollar in quarters. So 397. But yeah, it was probably, my oldest was laughing at me as I was walking back to the car. But we don't live in the greatest area, and what I mean by that is there has been a lot of muggings lately and other things like that where I live, and it's a shame because a lot of the people around here, we're all very much blue collar, so you know. All right, so gifts, all right, that's done. Insurance, all my envelopes are out of order too right now because I dropped it and the rings burst open and it was a whole ordeal. So insurance is getting 560. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 50 and a 10. So 560. Oh, yep, see, I didn't even put these all the way back in. That's all right. Okay. So 560. So 189. Let's see if I can do this. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, 6, 749. All right. We're $1 shy of where we need to be. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. So have you guys gotten your tax, if you're getting a tax return, have you guys gotten your tax returns back yet? We filed, I think it was right at the beginning of February, and then I think it didn't get accepted until like the 12th or something like that. So that might have been the day they could be. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go ahead and put these back in there or it's going to aggravate me. Okay. Now the next is car stickers. So we currently have 45, or should, and we are adding 100. That is 145. Okay. So 1, 20, 30, 40, and 5. Okay. And we really went back and forth, you know, trying to decide if we should use this towards debt, if we should, you know, do this towards savings, sinking funds, you know, what have you. I decided, for us at least, it made more sense to put them in the sinking funds, because those categories that are now sinking funds for us is where we would typically screw up and end up charging something if we didn't have it in our checking available. So this is kind of to prevent further debt. And we have some pretty big changes coming, some life changes. And so we're going to be switching gears a little bit anyway. So this made more sense for us to do now, but leave me down below. What are you guys doing with your tax returns if you're getting one? I always love hearing, what people are going to do, and it helps me, figure out what we should do too sometimes. So, okay, the next is Christmas, so we're going to find our little gnome. Also, I used the totally wrong file, so this envelope is so much bigger than my normal ones, but that's okay. He's cute, so I don't mind him being on display. Alright, so Christmas is getting 100, and like I said, I don't have a dedicated tracker yet, but that's okay. I'm just going to stick him in there, and I'll make one of those later. House maintenance, getting 100. I have a feeling we're going to have to dip into this a little bit shortly. We are having a little bit of an issue with our bath fixture. I think that's the issue, because the water heater is completely fine, and my husband was a plumber for years and years, so I think it's something with the fixture where it's not getting as hot as it normally does, but the actual water heater is totally hot. Like the line coming out, you can barely touch it. So it's getting to temp, but for some reason when it comes out, it's not in the bathroom. Kitchen, it's fine, everything else. So I think it's one of the little cartridges in there that's probably causing an issue. So 250. 150. 250. And of course we have to get some more filters and stuff like that. So all right, car maintenance, 100. Luckily we have not had to dip back into this. That's always good. 188 is what we should have with that 100. So let's see. 150, 170, 180, 185, 86, 87, and 88. 188. All right. And then we have clothing. And like I said, I know my youngest is definitely going to need some summer clothes. She's going to be 3 in May, and so she's still very much in that constant growing phase. So we should have 75 in there now, and then we're adding 100, which I hopefully did not already do. No, I didn't. We're good. All right, clothing, 100. And I didn't write it down. All right, 175. 1, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75. So that'll be nice. I can at least get her, she's going to need shoes also, so any of you with kids know how quickly they go through shoes. All right, clothing done. Fun is 100. that. So we should have 175, 1, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75. All right. And then the girls, they are getting 100. So I'm going to go ahead and do 50s. 51. So that will be 215 now. Okay. Now part of that balance is gift cards, like you've seen before. So I'm going to set those off to the side. That's 30 worth. So we're going to do 51, 20, 40, 60, 70, 200. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do that again. All right, we got 51, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. Y'all, what am I doing? And then a 5. Wait a minute. Oh, it's $40 in gift cards. Ha ha ha. Okay. 210, 215. Oh boy. Y'all, Friday could not have come quick enough. That is all I'm gonna say. I spelled my own name wrong today. It's been a day. It's been a day. Well, it's been a week, really. So, go ahead and put that in there. And then pets. Now, pets is all the way up front. And that is getting 200. Excuse me. Okay, 51. This out of the way. 152. And I just realized a mistake I made somewhere else. So we're going to go in and fix that real quick. What I was originally going to do, and I don't have a slip for this one either, so what I was originally going to do was put 500 into gifts and 100 into Christmas. Then what I decided to do was actually split what would be that total of 600 between gifts and Christmas. So I forgot the other 200 in Christmas. So that's why I have this left over. 50, 152 plus the 100. So now there is 300 in Christmas. Oh boy. All right. So that is it for our tax return cash stuffing. And I feel better already having this in here. Like I said, we're going to be having some changes soon. So in my next, the budget set up for our next pay period, I might go over that then on what we're doing. We're switching some gears. And anyway, I hope if you all are waiting on a tax return, you get it soon. And if you've already gotten it, take a little bit out. All right, just do something. Get your nails done. Buy a magazine. Get a candy bar. Just do something with a tiny bit of it. And then figure out what you're going to do with the rest. All right, everyone needs a little something sometimes, so that's what this 20 bucks is gonna do. I don't know what I should be doing is getting my nails done. I apologize you've had to look at this whole video, but like I said, do something a little nice for yourself sometimes. You can still be dedicated and treat yourself too. So, all right, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.